Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from. This is Sunday with the An Extra Talk Show, business talk shows. We are going to talk about something. I'm going to tie my head. As an African woman, I love to tie my head. I used to like to wear wigs or maybe plait my hair, but I don't know, for some reason now, maybe old age now, I really like just to be natural. I love to be natural. So we are going to talk about how long are you going to wait for the perfect time to start working on that dream. Hmm? When are you going to, until when are you going to be waiting for the perfect time? Because maybe you wanted the perfect time when you have everything, but I don't think if you really wait, if that perfect time is when you have everything, how is it going to come? Because I believe you have tried several times and it never led you to where you have been. That's why you still have those pain points. That's why you're still looking for change. But how long are you going to keep waiting? And I wish that time also wait for us. I'm going to put on my earrings. I wish that time is going to wait for us. I have these earrings. I bought them when I was coming from Entebbe to Australia. I bought this. It's so beautiful. And I love these dangling earrings. Yes, when is the perfect time? Because sometimes we want to wait the time when we have the skills, when we think that we have the experience, yet we don't have it yet. But the perfect time is not when you have all those things for you to start working on those dreams. That perfect time that you're thinking is the perfect time is already your dream. But how are you going to reach there? How are you going to reach to that life you envision? All of us have that in our hands. If life was just to be lived, that there is no circumstance, there is no challenge, there is no limitation, there is no, everything is just easy and possible and just in a hand. I believe everyone could have created the life that they really desire. But still, because there are some of the challenges that we never created them, we found ourselves in. We found ourselves in those difficult times that getting out becomes so hard. But you should never let yourself remain in those difficult times. Find a way out, because there is always a way out. So don't wait until the perfect time for you to get started. Say, okay, now I will start working on my perfect time when I am 40. Maybe I'm 50, maybe when I am 60, maybe when I am retired. No, the perfect time actually was yesterday and it has passed. But when you still have that desire to get started, you are on a right track. You can be there. And you don't have to have everything to get started. Just what you have. What you have, start with what is in your hand. I just remember when Jesus was doing the miracle when he fed more than 5,000 people. He asked the disciples to bring food, and there was no shops around, there was nothing. And a young boy went with his fish and bread for his own meal. That became the thing that fed more than 5,000 people. Only men were counted, women and children are not counted. And I believe the number of children and women were more than the number of men. So you start with what you have. It was just those 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread that was blessed and multiplied, fed more than 5,000 people. So there is power in starting small. If you're thinking you want to wait until when you have everything, you may wait and that perfect time may not come. So it also come with the, when I just think of this, and then I thought of, what about the cost of waiting? The cost of waiting for that perfect time. You may feel like it's not costing you anything, but when you reach certain age, you regret that time. Why you did not start at this time, maybe even last year, because that exact thing happened to me. I got this business when I was working. I was working for the United Nations and I got this business. But I was so hesitant. I said, I have everything. Why should I start up something? And I was just thinking everything is okay. But the moment I lost my job, that was when I regretted why I never started that moment when I was still working, because that could have helped me grow in my business so fast. Yes, the funds were there and I could just get something every month or every time and set it aside to invest. But the moment when I lost my job, that was an eye-opening. And I promised to myself that I will not let this happen to me again, neither to my children. Because when we want to wait for the perfect time, we will find ourselves in a moment that moment when we thought that we were waiting for the perfect time was better. So it really cost us a lot. It's very, very expensive to keep waiting for the perfect time. So start with what you have. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have the skills, but are you willing to learn? There are some businesses like this business model I'm doing. It doesn't require you to have skills before or experience. It's just like when you have just graduated from college and then they say that we want people with 5 years of experience. Where will you get the experience? In this business, we give you the experience. We give you the training. We give you the support. Not only the training, but you have the support of a mentor. You have the support of a coach. We have a training that is video-based. It is step-by-step, very easy and very simple to comprehend. We have master classes twice every week. So that is to help you leverage it so that you don't have to say, I don't have the skills, because that moment you'll be gaining the skills you need and apply it at the perfect time that you needed it. So it really helped those ones who don't have skills. There are people who had skills before. It is also good for them. But even if you don't have skills, you are set to go, my dear. The cost of waiting is very, very, very high. And for example, us who are migrants, immigrants, we came and left our families back home, and they are hoping on us, thinking they would get support from us. When you're drying here, struggling every week to pay the rent, pay the bills, it's very hard. So when you hear the phone ring, you feel ashamed to pick the call. What will I say? How will I explain myself? It is real. Life is very hard even abroad, because I have the experience of both working back home and working here. The money might not be the same, but might be somehow equally there. Maybe here is a little bit more, but that one back home had more value, because what? If you have your house, you don't have to pay rent. And here, rent, even if you're paying rent, back home, you're paying every month. For some people, they even charge per year. Here, you pay every week. It was a culture shock for me to hear that, and it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. Every week, you have to pay the house. Maybe the electricity comes every month. The good thing here for us in Townsville, we don't pay for water, which is a great privilege. We are really so grateful and blessed for that. But there are a lot of other bills. Children going to school, their school needs, everything is very expensive. So assume now you have these all challenges, and the salary you get, you see the money in your bank account, but just in a minute it has disappeared. Where has it gone? All the bills it has gone to. So once you hear a call, you feel ashamed to pick up because you're thinking, oh my God, let me hope everything is fine. But you don't have to feel ashamed of your status, of yourself, because it doesn't define you. It's okay to say you are not all right at the moment, but never stop there. Start up something. Start up something as a plan B. Start always small. You start small and every single day commit yourself into it. Grow. That shame will go. That fear, that stress will go if you give yourself that chance to start up something and grow, develop it with honesty, put your really heart on it. It will change. I have seen change. I have seen things change for me when I was not having a job in Kampala, and my life depended on this online business, and it never gave us shame. We were able to eat, we were able to pay the kids at school. I was able to complete my school. That is a big opportunity. So I have tested it. And that moment I was not working. I did not even have a big budget to really invest much. Because in business, how much you invest also it depends on how much you'll get, because business is that's how it is. I have seen people change their life, working 3-5 jobs, dropping them each one by one until they are left with none. I have seen it in this online business. And I have seen some people who are just watching. You may think, oh, these people, they're just not scamming. What? No. Not everything online is a scam. I don't say that there is no scam online. There are many. But why don't you not just reach out, find out for yourself, research? Because that dream of yours does not deserve to wait, because time will never wait on you. Time will not wait. I wish it would wait. So if time does not wait, why should your dream wait? Why should that life you deserve wait? If you can start small, it doesn't mean it, because also it's not a get quick rich scheme that when you start today, tomorrow you are a millionaire. No, it's a business. And if you really understand a business that is truly legitimate, not just exaggerating, it depends on how you commit yourself, how you commit your resources and your time. You devote your time to learning and implementing what you've learned into your business. How much will it cost you waiting and you have not done anything, and waiting when you're doing something that is very soon in the near future changing your life, not only your life, your children, and even those that are extended to you? How will that feel? I always envision that moment. That is, I would just pat myself at the back and say, Sunday, thank you for doing that. Even at the moment, I am so much grateful, because even I am changing lives. I have business partners in different parts of the world. Most especially when I was in Africa, my business partners were in Africa. I have business partners in Malawi, in Liberia. I have business partners in Kenya, in South Sudan, changing their lives, seeing that even without skills, and they start up their business, you see their business triumph, they are getting results in the business. It's really satisfying. It's more than what you get for yourself. If you're able to really be able to share something that can change someone's life, that is the most greatest thing I have ever seen. So time is not waiting on you. Why should your dream wait? How will you explain to yourself at that moment when you're old and everything is not there? What you have now, it is gone, and you wished you have started. Why should you wait to wish when you can start now? You don't need to have skills. You don't need to have experience. You will be trained. You will be mentored. You will be coached. What you need to do is just to come with an open mind to learn and grow. And life does not pause. Every day, every minute, every hour pass, that is gone. We don't get that hour back again. Why should you wait? Until when should you wait? And the best thing is that it helps you work smarter. Even if you're doing 2, 3 jobs at the moment, believe me, you can still run this business. And within a short time, if you really commit yourself, you'll see that you keep dropping those jobs one by one until you are left with what you say. I have seen people who really have tremendous results in their business, but they love their job, most especially those ones who really are so passionate of what they do. They are still running their job, doing the thing they do, but they have great results in the business. So it depends on you if you want to drop everything and just continue with the business, run it full time from your kitchen, from your bed, in the beach, anywhere, traveling any part of the world that you wish. It's up to you. That life you really want, it's possible. And it's you to create it. No one else. No one else. If not you, who else will come and change your life? If you not start today, when will you start? These are some of the things that I really challenged myself. And I also one of the victims that really regretted. I shared my story, how I got this business when I was working and I failed to get started because I thought everything was okay. When I lost my job, I was ashamed of myself. Why I never started the business. But still, I never regret completely because I'm here building it, building that life, that rewriting my story, my own story. So you too can rewrite your story. Most times when we have the master classes, we have success stories. You see people crying tears of joy because of how this business changed their life from where they have been to where they are now, changing lives. One thing that I really love with this online business, that most people who are here, they are passionate to help others. As they change their life, they're also changing others. There are many people who have built foundations, helping those ones in need, doing opening schools, a lot of projects. And I believe you too, who is watching, you have a lot of dreams you have. Maybe you wanted to help orphans, maybe you wanted to build school, maybe you need to build a hospital, maybe you wanted to go for ministry, but it is very hard because you need to be going for work. And since you're working, you don't have that flexibility of time. So this business, build slowly, can give you that time flexibility, can give you that financial freedom. It is with time. It is coming up. It is for sure that comes up. Because we have seen a lot of results. I have tested the waters of this business. It worked. And there are some people who say, oh, let's watch her. Let's see how far she will go. Yes, keep on watching. And I believe you just keep watching and you'll see. One time you'll come to me, Sunday, why didn't you tell us this? I have been coming live, I've been sharing. There are people even I shared personally, but they are watching. Yes. To start something, sometimes people don't understand. People may laugh at you, people may mock you. But if you really understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, you don't have any reason to really feel bad about it. Keep doing what you're doing, because these same people will come back to you and ask you, how did you do that? Now you're not working. You're staying at home, running your business full time. You're traveling. You're buying houses. You're buying this. You're investing in different things. How did you do that? Yes, that time is coming. But at the moment when you're starting up everything, like I used to live in the camp with my uncle. If you are going to first start digging in the shamba, first starting to dig, you may feel pain. Sometimes you have bruises in the hand. Sometimes you feel the ground is hard, but as you keep doing and doing over and over, it becomes okay. You get used to it. So Everything at the start sometimes is very hard, it may be challenging, it may be, but if you know what you're doing, keep doing it. So today I am just going to share why you shouldn't wait, because time is not waiting on you. Life is not waiting on you. Why should your dream wait? And that hope that you have, that I hope one day things will be like this, I hope that hope won't come if you have not taken action. Remember, the difference between what you really dream of and what where you are is the action that you take. Every day's uh, uh, actions all add up to that big dream that you wanted to achieve, and one day that dream will come to pass. In one of our accountability group, we write letters to ourselves, and then you open that letter in 5 years. I have done that last, was it 2 years back, and most of the things that I wrote to myself at that moment, they are manifested themselves. So it is how committed are you to that dream that you want? Because if you truly wanted it so badly, you couldn't let it wait, because life is not waiting on you either. So if you wanted to get started, say, Sunday today, what is wrong? You're shouting on us. No, I've just come to remind you because I felt a victim of this. So I don't want you really to fall the same problem. So let me learn from me and never learn from your own mistake. Learn from someone and never learn from your own mistake. So I just came to remind you that that beautiful dream that you have, and that dream is not only for you, it's to benefit many that are waiting on that dream to be manifested, and you're hesitant of starting that dream. So check out today. If you truly wanted to know more on how you can build your business that can give you the flexibility of time and financial freedom, check this out at www.sundayandjigoonline.com. I believe it's above this video, on the description of this video. Check it out. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you getting started and to help you start your own business. You don't need to have experience. You don't need to have prior skills before, because you'll be trained. I'll be your mentor and I'll help you step by step on how you can reach that beautiful dream that is waiting. People are waiting on you. The beneficiary of that dream that you have that is not yet manifested, they're waiting on you, and you're waiting on the perfect time. And the time is not waiting on you either. So who is losing? Sometimes that was the thing that I felt like a fool that time when I realized why I did not really start when I was working. I really regretted that moment I lost. And even if you have money small, keep it. You think you're keeping it. Maybe you wanted to, so you think, oh, this business is very expensive, I don't want to start. Okay, keep that money, just go to the shopping mall. You will use it all. Maybe you buy clothes, you see this nice thing you want to buy, you buy, and there is nothing that will come out of that. Maybe, for example, if you buy clothes, those clothes you wear them, and sometimes after 1 week, 2 weeks, you don't like it again after wearing it. But what if you will invest that? How much will it bring you more fruits? Investment is just like a seed. However small it is, you put it down in the ground, it dies in the ground, and it rises up. It's become a tree, and then a tree give birth to fruits, and the fruits, one fruit will have how many seeds inside? And in that single seed, in one fruit, how many trees will come, and how many fruits and how many seeds? You'll see that a forest has already been planted here just by one single seed. So never eat all that you have, invest. That is a wise way. It may be very hard when you start, it may be difficult. It's okay, because it is going to bring back the return. It's going to come back. It's going to come back if you really commit to it and commit to yourself every day task that will get you into that dream. So invest, never buy with all that you have. Plan something and invest. However small it is, there is power in starting small. And again, a reminder, never wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time may not come so soon. That perfect time would find you somewhere already in another level. So I'm so grateful to share with you this today, and looking forward to have another episode tomorrow. And next week I'll be having a lot of interviews with different. I'll be bringing different business partners from different parts of the world. I will have one from Canada and one from Malawi. I will have one from Namibia, Liberia, and yes, from different. Another ones will be in Australia, here in Melbourne. So I'll be bringing people from USA. So I'll be bringing different speakers to share their story, how this online business changed their lives. So I'm so grateful. If you want more information, you have any question, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help you getting started. Start your own online business. See you there. Bye.